This is Jusant from Don't Nod, makers of stuff that I should really remember whenever I say their name. It's like, oh yeah, those people, but then I don't remember who those people are. So I see Carmentina is still in the ocean again. It's a surprisingly common problem. Yeah, it is a little stuttery. Which is weird because it doesn't look like a very intensive, like, visual style. Yep. Loading screen, you killed the vibes. Okay, so first of all, can I have some settings? This is running a little. See what that does. Ooh, that's very swimmy. And again, I don't see why, because this is a very, like, low detail art style. And in Unreal, which, you know, traditionally is not a problem. Okay. So having a frame rate of like 5 at minimum settings is not a good sign. Especially if you're doing some platforming, it's not a good sign. Ugh. That did save, yes? I did that? Hmm. Okay, what can I do? Okay, low, 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 low. Yes, this one monitor. Maybe turn this down. That feels like it's maybe perhaps an issue. Certainly not great for streaming. Let's just go full low settings here. Well. Well. This is something. I think all I changed was the motion blur. I see. I'm doing this kind of climbing. And I have some kind of rope attached, so this is clearly like going to be a regular thing. Okay, there's the rope button. So, I have found the weird option to make the graphics really special. But smooth. I don't know why it looks like this. I don't know what would cause anything to look like this, but here we are in JPEG artifact land. It's like this is using like really, really expensive graphical techniques to look like it has like no texturing. Pro tip: please don't do that. Because, like, again, they're going for a very stylistic thing, but, like, you can accomplish a very stylistic thing by just, like, you know, having very simple textures. And I don't know why they didn't just do that. Unless we are perhaps rendering all things at all times. which is possible. But like, he could just be nice and smooth. Could do that like early PlayStation game grunge shading thing. That was cool. And that runs buttery smooth on a potato. And like, did I turn on like pro aliasing? like there's crud on the screen that, you know, shouldn't be there. Yeah, I guess we just want to like have like really breathtaking views from high up of this kind of claymation-looking world, but like, someone did some things. Okay, and this is a game about climbing around, clearly. Okay, fine. Oh. So if I just drop off here. I just live in swing mode now? Okay. I'm glad that like, we're having the same issues with the graphics in this game, though, because, like, what the hell? Like, there's a hook there which suggests, like, oh, put it on here, but, like, doesn't seem to work. Unless I can, like... No. That's no good. Okay, I am getting to admit that I'm not quite sure what is being asked of me at this particular point in time. Well, it's not that. I can't just, like, climb this back up this rope, apparently. I'm just in free swing mode now. Well, I can do this. Back to the mudlands here. This probably looks great on stream. I mean, it looks great on my monitor. I would think I'd be able to climb the rope back up to the baton, but I seem to only have go left, go right. Unless there's a secret button, like, say, right trigger. Oh, inside my face. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, you want to let go of your hand buttons when jumping upward is the thing that I was not getting. And also there is a, you know, reel your line back in button that it didn't decide I need to know about. Mm-hmm. Am I taking a wrong turn? There we go. Okay, so we are in fact doing a game about climbing. I do appreciate that level of like hyper-focused gameplay. I just don't know why we're doing whatever we're doing graphically that's not working. I mean... Okay, because I'm trying to jump up again? Yeah, okay. Did I need to place a piton for that, or, like... Oh, okay. So I'm also curious at this point, like, is this just going to be the game? Just climb up this thing. But like, okay, so like this outline around my character is this an attempt at like crayon drawing-y shading technique that just is like way too demanding on hardware? It looks weird and bad, and it didn't look great when I had it on like default settings either. Okay, so I do get my pitons back when I do that. That's nice. Is it piton or python, actually? I've never actually, like... It's one of those words I'm, like, very familiar with, because, like, I've played D&D, but I've also, like... almost never heard anybody say out loud. It's also one of those things where it's like, I'm sure it'd be piton in French, but like... yeah, I found something that's not climbing. Hooray. I have accomplished a thing. My reward for accomplishing a thing is, no doubt, climbing higher. And... okay, yeah, that is absolutely so running stuff down there. That would explain some things about the lofty graphical ambitions this game apparently has that I, for one, certainly, can't help with. But yeah, a game where you climb a big, huge mountain for forever. I appreciate it conceptually. I might revisit this if I get like a better computer someday, but like as is, this well, when I'm pausing it looks fine, except for that bit it doesn't. But yeah, like I don't know what you're doing, game, with your visuals, but my computer does not know. And the people in chat are all saying they have the same issues, so that's, whatever you're doing, stop. And that said, just before I quit out of here, if I were to, dare to put it into high, maximum possible settings. Okay, the fuzziness is intentional then. We want these weird fuzzy, like, doodly shadows, I guess, as an intentional aesthetic. That still looks really bad. That is certainly a choice. Oh, I'm sure they'll claim gets more comics later, yeah. But yeah, seems interesting, seems nice and artistic, and like very focused on a particular concept, which I do like in the game. Just like whatever experimental stuff you're doing with your lighting, please stop.